does selective mutism feel like? So I have not had a formal diagnosis of selective mutism, so I am sharing my views based on what I've heard from others and some of my personal experience I'll be sharing with you. If you have had personal experience of selective mutism, so please do share your views in terms of what selective mutism feels like in the comment section below, so that we can have a more holistic understanding of this. So despite not having a diagnosis of selective mutism, I was unable to talk in some situations as a child. My mum is Polish, and despite being able to speak Polish to my mum and my grandma and my sister, I couldn't talk Polish to anybody outside of these people. So when we visited my mum's friends or my uncle and cousins, I used to get this really tight feeling in my chest, and I could feel the anxiety raising as we were getting closer and closer to visiting these people, especially on the journey. I could just feel myself getting more and more tense and really anxious, essentially. And while I was there, I just felt so uncomfortable and just not myself. You know, at home I was really comfortable, chatty and lively, but in those situations I just felt pretty much frozen to the spot. I remember sitting around the table having some tea and cakes with my uncle and cousins, and I was just like sitting there frozen. And my cousins, I had 5 cousins, they were all around my age, and they communicated in Polish, and I just was unable to interact with them. I just felt completely paralysed, basically. So that's how it felt like for me, this kind of just like almost this cloud around me, and like this frozen feeling. And despite wanting to join in, it just felt really just inaccessible for me. I didn't feel like myself, so I couldn't be myself. So that's how it felt for me. And I work with lots of children with selective mutism. As I'm sure you know, we've been working with children with selective mutism for years and years, and over a decade. And I do these annual book readings. And during these annual book readings, I often have a handful of children who have overcome selective mutism. So these are often children that we've worked with at Confident Children who previously were unable to talk. They had a diagnosis of selective mutism, and with our support, they've overcome selective mutism. They're now talking freely across all situations. And these children often share their experience with the other children who currently still have selective mutism. And this is to hopefully help these other children see that they are not alone. There are other children who have gone through very similar things to them, and there are children who used to find it hard to talk and now can talk. So we do these book readings, and these children share their experiences with other children. And one of the questions I always ask the children who have overcome SM is, what did it feel like when you couldn't talk? And these are the answers that these are the answers that I've had. So I've had a child say, I felt like there was a knot in my throat. Another child said, it felt like my words were stuck. Another child said, it just felt like I couldn't talk. Another child said, I felt like I wasn't myself. I felt like the words couldn't come out. So there was, another one said it felt like there was something stuck in my throat. So they're really describing this very physical feeling, essentially, something physical. It's like they just feel like the words just can't come out. And basically what this is showing us is that it's a very physical response to the anxiety. So they're going into the fight, flight, freeze response. Basically the freeze response in situations where they are, when the anxiety has been triggered, and as part of that freeze response, their muscles in their throat muscles are tensing up, and they're unable to talk, essentially. Their throat muscles are tensing up, they feel this tension in their throat, and they're just unable to talk. So I wanted to just share that with you. What does it feel like to have selective mutism. So those are just some examples which I hope has been helpful. Like I said, this is, you know, just some case studies, a sample of children that I've worked with, and my personal experience of, like I said, I didn't ever have a diagnosis of selective mutism, but I have experienced the inability to talk in specific situations, so I thought it might be helpful to share that with you. So if you have had selective mutism, please share in the comment section below what it was like for you, because hopefully together we can gain a really holistic understanding of what it feels to have selective mutism, and this will help us to understand further and also help others to understand. I really hope that was helpful. If you'd like to learn more about selective mutism, please subscribe to this YouTube channel, because I've been sharing videos on selective mutism for years, and I've got a large collection of videos which are hopefully helpful for you. Please have a look at our social media. I've got a Facebook page, Confident Children Selective Mutism Therapy, and an Instagram now, which is confident.children. Also, our website 𝗕Children.co.uk has got lots of resources all about selective mutism, and if you do want our help in how to help your child in making steps forward with selective mutism, please just contact us through our website. I hope that was helpful, and have a lovely rest of the day. Bye.